Hey everybody, good morning from Nashville, Tennessee. We are back on YouTube for Sunday Morning Coffee, brought to you by Chase Carnison. Have a damn good day. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that I moved this up earlier to go right after Chase's premiere, and I woke up like 20 minutes ago. And then I realized that I forgot to like set this stream schedule last night. So I was like, oh, should probably do that so people know I'm actually going to be doing something. So just to give everybody a little reminder, Sunday Morning Coffee is just a Q&A and a hang with you guys. We're just going to sit here. I'm going to interact with the chat. This is less of a request for reactions and stuff like that, and more of a just let's talk and, yeah. Got a lot of people in the house. I see Sweden, I've seen Denmark, I've seen some Dutchies. See a lot of regular faces that I know, and a lot of friends in here from Discord. This is fun. I wanted to move this back from Twitch. I kind of want to make Twitch more exclusive gaming stuff and keep all the YouTube stuff, the personal chatting and the music stuff and all that. UK in the house. Wisconsin. Oh, we got a game today, bud. I just assume Wisconsin, Green Bay territory, but I'm not feeling too good. I'm hoping more for an Arizona Cardinals loss than a Bears win today, because it's a little... I don't think it's realistic. Ireland in the house. Peachy, shout out the Discord gang. Peachy, I hope your staycation is going well. Jenny, good to see ya. My head's doing pretty good, man. I'm a little sore. I think I've been sleeping really bad too. I'm a stomach sleeper, which is unfortunate. So I think I've been like messing up my neck sleeping too. Steven, thank you very much. And Joseph asks, what is your preferred coffee order, or what do you make at home? So, ooh, Connecticut, good pizza. I prefer, we got the super chat working, we got the Hawks, we got Patrick Kane celebrating. I prefer dark coffee. I don't do cream sugar. The darker the better. I like it black. Right now I'm actually just drinking Dunkin' Donuts dark roast, but I'm a big fan of Thunder King coffee. That's like my favorite, I wouldn't say local because it's in Southern California, but it's, family owned. And Matt, thank you very much, man. Happy New Year's. Appreciate it. Dude. Yeah, Green Bay is probably going to crush today, unfortunately. For some milk, I don't do milk in here, man. I just dark, black. Let's stop right there. I just like strong coffee. Check the language tab on your Discord. The too long didn't read is that due to language strangeness, a roadie can truthfully be called a Viking. I learned yesterday. I was reading along with the chat. The chat in Discord. I was kind of just lurking. I didn't realize that Viking was like a verb originally. Like Norsemen go Viking. That's what they do. Learn something new, man. That's super cool. Yeah, the super chat's going nuts today. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Max, dude, I'm excited. I was looking at the World Junior schedule to get ready, and we got a couple good games coming up, dude. Russia, Canada, and US, Finland. My Finnish people, I love you guys, but we're going to be enemies for a minute. Yeah. Sweden. So, Brian, the extent of hockey I played was when our ponds and lakes like froze when I was a kid and we just went out there. Where I grew up, hockey wasn't too popular in as far as like junior leagues and stuff. We had one kid in my high school that went like way out of town, like an hour away to play hockey. But now that the Blackhawks have had a solid 2010s and hockey's really popular now, there's a lot of programs around. So when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of hockey programs around us to play. So pond hockey, that's all I really did. My favorite European hockey club, I follow the Glasgow Clan. But that's really about it. I mean, I'm pretty much a big NHL guy, and then I watch, you know, international stuff like the World Juniors are on right now. JP, I'll tell him that. I wouldn't say I'm sponsored by Violent Gentlemen. I don't know. I know the owners and I know their staff, and they're really good people. They're fantastic people. And I talk to them a lot. The new divisions for the shortened NHL season, it's going to make it tougher, man. It's going to make it really tougher. Central Division's hard. That Eastern Division is just brutal. The Canadian Division is kind of wild, too, because, I mean, it's all just Canadian teams. I mean, Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal and Ottawa, they've got some traveling to do here and there, man. Chara in Washington is going to be bizarre. Seeing him in a different jersey is going to be very bizarre. Ghost Division or Bismarck? I'd go Ghost Division for me. Just high energy. Love it. Skiff Monkey, I wouldn't even compare American football to rugby. Like, I like rugby better, to be honest. A Canadian that doesn't care about hockey, you don't see that much. Orca, what's up, dude? So, Dealer, growing up, when I grew up in Chicago, my love of hockey came from my dad. He was a big Blackhawks fan. But when I was growing up in Chicago, the Blackhawks weren't that good. So after, like, the mid-90s to about 2009, like, nobody really cared, to be honest. I followed it, but then after their Stanley Cup in 2010 and revitalizing, it's like everybody, it's huge now. And then living in Nashville now, I've lived here for 10 years, and when I first moved here, nobody cared about hockey. And now it's starting to turn into a pretty good hockey town, man. I really dig it. I don't know why I'm still getting Twitch notifications on my YouTube stream, but somebody just followed on Twitch, so that's super cool. Wayne asked my top 3 favorite bands of all times. It just changed recently. Number 3, 9 Inch Nails. Number 2, In Flames. Number 1, Nightwish. I grew up loving the NFL, and I still follow it here and there, but I'm not into it as much as I used to be. Like, I'm a diehard hockey fan. That's kind of all I really care about anymore. Which is funny, because when I was younger, I played baseball my entire life. I was obsessed with baseball. And now it's just like, Hi, Trinks. Hi, Hupfy. Yeah. Chase calls American football rugby light. It's a good description. Dude, I'm rooting for the Bears, obviously. But I think the Packers are going to whoop their ass, to be honest. I'll be happy if the Bears win, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, yeah, dude. Rangers. I loved Chris Chelios. I loved Jeremy Roenick. I've got a Jeremy Roenick picture right up here. You can see that. Signed and everything. My dad used to take me to Chelly's Chili, Chris Chelios' restaurant, before all the games and stuff. Ronnie, welcome. When are you moving in with Chase? I don't know. Chase and I were trying to figure out if I could legally adopt him recently and he could just move to the States. Boxing on ice. Oh, come on. That's what's I love fighting in hockey, I'm not gonna lie. I could argue about that all day with the people that don't like it. No. Not played Blood Bowl. So, Mark, what's interesting, I have done damn near every venue in North America. Like every, venue that you could think of. Red Rocks is one of the few I've never done. But I've heard from a lot of friends that logistically, it sucks getting into there. But it's a great venue. Like the load-in is, I've done crossloads like that. You can't get semi-trucks all the way up into there, so you have to like cross-load everything. You have to dump your semis into box trucks to be taken up into the load-in. My favorite song by Sabaton so far, probably 40 to 1. Ed Belfour, dude, I have a Belfour picture that I got to rehang back up there too. Eddie Belfour is one of my favorite goalies ever. Love that guy. So we talked about it last week, Jay, the explosion that happened in Nashville. We live 5 miles from downtown, so we weren't like directly affected by it. And a lot of our neighbors said they felt it. We did not. But our internet and our cell phones were out for about 3 days afterwards. And it was kind of wild, man. I hope you weren't near it while you were there. Dude, I've been to Admirals games quite a few times. I've done a show at an Admirals game with an artist I work for. We were like the after the game entertainment, and they let us sit on the stage behind one of the goalie nets for the game. It was so awesome. They were actually playing the Checkers, and I got to see Chris Chelios' kid play. Sorry, trying to catch up with the chat. I like the Showbox in Seattle. Logan, there's 2 of them. There's one, up by the market, and then the one in Soto, South Downtown. But I've done both. I like them both. They're nice, intimate club venues. Yep, I've done the Worcester Palladium. Oh yeah, Chase. So a lot of people always ask this. So the picture of the steak on my wall up here, that's an album. It's not just a picture of a steak. That is a vinyl from the Foo Fighters of their record Medium Rare. It was a cover album that they put out for Record Store Day. I have not seen Sabaton's Gay Division cover. Interesting. Show you guys the framed meat. Alright, hold on. Hey, let's see if I can get it here. Alright. So, hopefully the glare isn't too bad. I'll try and... the light is messing it up. So, boom. It's a big steak. This was a very rare record that they put out for Record Store Day. And when I did merchandise for the Foo Fighters, I was lucky enough to grab a copy. And I was very excited about it because it's basically a collector's item, to be honest. Go back real quick. I'll be able to... Oh, first try. First try back on the wall, man. I'm actually surprised I got that. Okay, Chase. That steak isn't just rare, it's raw. Anna, yeah, I'm gonna do more. And I do like Tarja. I really do. So I don't even know what I'm doing for a reaction tomorrow yet, because last night I would have filmed, but I just wanted a night off. I'm kind of getting a little tired. So I'm gonna record some reactions tonight. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm doing yet. Tuesday, I'll tell you right now, I know a lot of you were upset that Nightwish Wednesdays are gone, but Tuesday, I'm gonna do a Nightwish reaction. And I'm probably gonna do an old one. I'm probably gonna do an old Tarja one. Sandra, it's an inside joke. Our team name on Rocket League is Meat. And the other day we ended up playing a team that was called Beat. Lots of puns going on. Sauna sounds good right now. Is Tom Brady an NFL player? Good NFL player? Yeah. Tom Brady is one of the best ever. Can make an argument that he's kind of a piece of shit. But he is an incredible football player. Okay. Just because it's going to get out of hand here. Just a reminder, this is not request hour. This is just chat with you guys. But I don't mind entertaining some music talk about requests, but don't just throw bands out. How do you take care of my beard? Good question. Every time I take a shower, I wash it. I have beard shampoo that I use, and then I condition it as well. And then afterwards, I put in beard oil from Suavecito. Suavecito pomade makes really good beard oil. And then I have a brush that is heated that I plug in and I brush my beard. I probably take care of my beard better than like my actual hair. Neil's good point. I believe Tom Brady has 6 Super Bowls. That sounds right. Yeah, Leonard, we're going YouTube for these Sunday streams again. But afterwards, if anybody's interested, after this stream, I'm going to go right to Twitch maybe like a half hour later. Twitch is going to be exclusively for video gaming and like giveaways and stuff from now on. I'm still going to be on Twitch, but it's going to be exclusive. Sunday morning coffee stuff, live reactions, that's all going to be here. What is the band on the top of my list that I haven't listened to yet? I don't know. There's quite a few bands I haven't listened to yet, and I do apologize because I know they have a lot of fans and stuff like that, but it's like, I know I need to listen to Delane, Within Temptation. I see Flesh God Apocalypse requested a lot. Oh, you got to meet Bobby Hull? That's awesome. I got to meet, I think Duncan Keith was my favorite. Like, I love Duncan Keith. I got to meet him a few years back. I met him, Andrew Shaw, and Brent Seabrook the same night. But Dan Boyle is a great guy. I met Chris Kreider quite a few years ago. Oh, I have so many pop vinyls. You guys can't even see all of them. Like, I have all the ones back there. There's about 30 right up here that you can't see. There's about 40 right here that you can't see. I have too many pop vinyls. And then I have a bunch down here under my TV, too. We'll do a tour of those one of these days. A Big Mac sandwich on hard roll, but with a chicken cutlet. Interesting. Brand of coffee. Right now I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts, but I usually do Thunder King. That's my favorite. Oh, it's cool. Yep, I still need to do more Winter Sun too. Poland. My first COVID concert, my first dream concert is going to be Nightwish. I had tickets to see Ginger in Nashville in May, but that show got canceled already. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up with like chat and all that. It's going a little fast. We got a lot of people in here. I've not heard of the Finnish band called Chroma. Sean, I honestly, man, I don't get starstruck a lot, but I'm still human. There are still people that are larger than life that I've met that, yeah, I'm able to hold it together because of working in the music industry. I'm used to seeing big names, but I've had moments where I've been starstruck, for sure. Last year we did a private event in Chicago for John Lester from the Cubs for his charity foundation, and Chris Chelios and Jeremy Roenick were there, and I was too nervous to even like strike up a conversation with them. I will be at the Nightwish live stream shows, yes. I won't be like streaming reactions or anything because I could probably get in trouble for that. Morning, Christopher. That is Hebrew tattooed on my arm, yes. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some more interviews set up. Dang, Avatar's doing live streams? Ooh, I got to check that out. Although I don't know too much of their music and I don't want to get it ruined. I only have heard one song. Yeah, of course. Have I done 2 Epica reactions or just the one? No, I've done 2. I'm definitely going to do more, for sure. I think Chase did one today, didn't he? I was still sleeping, I'm sorry. I fell asleep. Morning, Eric. My proudest moment of improvisation during a gig. I don't know. There's definitely been moments where like I've had to do things that wouldn't be normal. I've had to solder electronics mid-gig before to try and fix something. I've had to restring guitars mid-gig as fast as possible after guitar players have broken a string. I've had amps and pedal boards go down that I've had to bypass and figure out how to work around. With our fractal units, which are digital amplifiers, we do all of our pedal boards changes through MIDI timecode. And one time our MIDI went down and I had to manually change everything myself. Pedal board changes and all the effects changes. I was pretty proud of that. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Numenor. Never heard of them. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I would do stuff like that. I'm really familiar with Leo's videos. I've seen a lot of those, Travis. The guy is fantastic. Yeah, I've had guitar players break strings mid-show, and I've had to, like, throw new strings on a guitar, like, within a song to try and get them their correct guitar back. Do I have certain songs that are nostalgic for me that bring me back to a specific time and place? Yeah, absolutely, man. Knocking at Your Back Door by Deep Purple does that for me. I don't know if you guys can hear my dogs in the background. They're going crazy. I don't know if Claire's home or what. Knocking at Your Back Door by Deep Purple. I loved when I was a kid. Like, I anytime I hear that, it brings me back to being like 5 years old. Orange Crush by REM is the same. Brings me back to being a kid. Anything from the Come Clarity album by In Flames is kind of a bad nostalgic thing. I went through a really bad breakup when that album came out, and I listened to it a lot, and it just reminds me of all that. Trying to catch up with the chat again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do some more backstage videos when I can. I think that would be really cool. And I'm going to bring all my tools home and work on stuff here. So I'm going to do some guitar tech work here and put a GoPro up and do some walkthroughs on, like, not necessarily the correct way on how to, like, restring and clean guitars and stuff, but I'll show you the way that I do it as a tech on tour. Favorite venue... Ooh, favorite venue from the production side of it, or the performer side? Man, I don't know. It's a tough question. Because once you start getting into amphitheaters and arenas, a lot of them are very similar. And then clubs, like clubs are easy to talk about in that sense because load-ins are different and stuff like that. But it's hard, man. There are many venues that when I see them on a touring schedule, I get excited about. It would be easier if you just named a venue and asked me what I thought about it, to be honest. What inspired certain segments to evolve into your reactions that wasn't there from the beginning? Like, let's go, tank. Armand, that was all like, it just organic. It just happened. I never planned on doing any of that stuff. A lot of the things that you see on my channel just kind of happened one day and just went with it. Like when I watched, Chase's reaction to my first reaction, I said, let's go when I started the video, but not like I do now. It's just like, all right, let's check this out. Let's go. And then it just kind of evolved. Me taking off the hat and headbanging, and like, that's like the sign of like, I'm really into something now, like totally on accident. That happened on the Bismarck video by Sabaton for the first time. Tank facts were also on accident, by accident. I think I used one day to correct myself, and somebody was like, oh, that was really cool. And then I just started like putting the pop-ups in there with what I was talking about, and everybody said they liked it, so I kept doing it. Nothing that I've done on my channel, honestly, has been like planned or thought out. It's just kind of happened. Oh, Trinks asked, what's my next destination to go travel with your family once the borders open again? I really don't know, because by that time we're probably going to have we will have our daughter. Our daughter's due date is March 10th. I don't know. We've been talking about trying to take a trip together, go overseas. I want to visit Finland still a ton. I actually want to visit like a lot of Nordic countries, because I've been to Europe a few times, but I've never actually done any of the Nordic countries. What kind of dogs do we have? One of our dogs is a Black Lab German Shepherd mix. He's about 80 pounds. And then our other dog is a Chihuahua Poodle something else small mix. But it's weird. She looks like, we always joke that she looks like a little Ewok. Her name is Penny. My headache's getting better, man. I'm feeling good. I'm still trying. I'm getting better at this. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. At times it's going pretty quick, but so if I miss something, I'm sorry. You can ask again. Yeah, there's a good chance I may miss the Nightwish concert live and have to watch it like the next day or something. If our daughter's born, or there's a chance if Claire's in labor, or there's a chance I may be watching the Nightwish concert with like a day or 2 day old daughter. Casey, the thing about doing live reactions on Twitch is that Twitch's copyright system right now is so busted that if I even put one copywritten thing on there, I could get a DMCA strike on Twitch and it'll just get taken down. The copyright system on YouTube is very annoying sometimes, but it's honestly there to help protect content creators. Like, rather than just getting a DMCA strike or something like that, we actually get a copyright claim warning and stuff like that. So any live reactions I do are going to be on here. Twitch is probably strictly going to be video games. And once I figure out how to get the sound running from my guitar rig correctly into Twitch, I will probably do some guitar playthroughs on Twitch too. I actually, the other day learned how to play the rhythm part on guitar for I Want My Tears Back by Nightwish. Really fun song to play. I would love to go to like a Nightwish sound check someday and just play that song with them. That's like dream. If I ever get to a point where like bands invite me to their sound checks or something to like film or whatever like that, like I would love to do that. Oh yeah? Delivery. There, you can just put it right there. Thank you so much. Say hi to everybody.
Where I am.
I'll be done in a little bit. Penny? Nah, she's good. Let me get back to the chat. Oh, I didn't know about that Seven Dust thing, Joseph. I'll watch that. That's one of my favorite albums when I was younger. MMO video game suggestions? I'm all about Destiny. And Maru guitar lessons? No, I'm terrible at guitar. I wouldn't be doing actual lessons. Bobby, if that works, I would try and get out there. Like, I don't know if they're going to have concerts. The last I heard, they're really trying to get back. The music industry is starting to try and get back to normal by summer. I still don't know if that's going to happen. John, I am using a Focusrite Scarlett Solo. And what's difficult is the audio drivers. I'm not using the Windows audio driver. I have to use the ACO driver. Because if you use Windows audio, there's such a latency issue with the guitar that it's terrible to play. Like, there's so much delay, it's just horrible. But I can get the sound into Twitch, but not with the effects that I'm running on my computer. You just hear the clean tone. So I got to figure out how to do all that. I actually messaged Nick Nocturnal last night to see how he does it. My favorite Seven Dust song? Face to Face? Probably. Which band has the most outstanding production I've seen so far? In person? Oh, there's a couple. U2, which is a band I don't like. I don't really enjoy U2's music, but I saw them live in Nashville at Vanderbilt Stadium. It was unreal. Some of the most ridiculous production I've ever seen in my life. Nine Inch Nails, also some of the best production I've ever seen. Rammstein, some of the best production I've ever seen. Yes, Christian's playing Destiny. I need to get back on, man. Chase and Colty and I were playing for a while, and then I got why is there new music playing? Come on, Pretzel Rocks. Let's come on. I need background music, guys. There we go. Yeah, I would say Face to Face is my favorite Seven Dust song. I was thinking about it. So I really enjoy doing the reactions, Anna. And if I can't pull I listen to these songs a ton once I do the first time reaction. It's not like I listen to a song once and don't listen to it again. Like, I've noticed things in songs after multiple listens that I haven't heard. Do I watch any other reaction channels? I watch Chase Carnison is the only person's channel who I watch regularly. Like, every time he puts out a video, I watch his channel if it's something I haven't done yet. I like Julia a lot with her vocal reactions. Rebecca, vocal athlete. One of my new reactor that I will check out is Dude Charlie, the Big Brain vocal coach reactions. You know, I don't watch a lot of other reactors, and the reason I don't is because I don't want to like compare myself to other people and what they're doing. Like, I don't want to overthink things. I don't want to watch, you know, if there's a reactor that has like way more subs than me, I don't want to watch his stuff and be like, is this working for him? Should I do that? Like, I want to be authentic and stuff. And there are different types of reactors, man. There are reactors that actually break down the music and want to talk about the music specifics. And then there are reactors that Chase and I would consider entertainers, that they're there to just react to the song and give you entertainment. Like, they have huge personalities. They're really over the top. Sometimes it's kind of questionable whether they've actually seen the song before, in my opinion. But I check out other reactors here and there. But not a lot. There's only a handful that I watch. Let me go back in the chat again. Gutter Gods, me personally, new quarterback. Yeah, I would love to do a collab with Chase or Julia or both or something like that one of these days. Your favorite band I discovered at a live show? Ooh. Good question. Shit, I don't know. Let me think about that for a second. I did not catch the Kiss New Year's show. I'm not a huge fan of Kiss, to be honest. I respect them for what they do and what they've done in their show and their product and their image and stuff. I never was like super... like if Kiss comes on, I won't change it, but I don't go out of my way to listen to them. The most pretentious band I've ever been around. Let me think about that for a minute. Last movie I saw in a theater? I have no idea. Maybe Fantastic Beasts. The Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts, the second part of it, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I think that might be the last movie I saw in a theater. Jay, I can listen to country. It's not the first thing I'd turn on. And it's funny I say that because for the last 5 years, I've worked for a country artist. I've been around tons of country music. What I will say about country is they have some of the best touring musicians and studio musicians I've ever been around in my entire life. Ungodly amounts of talent in Nashville in terms of the musicians. I would eventually like to do some Rammstein gear breakdowns, but it wouldn't be a reaction because I've seen them live so many times. I love their music. Yeah, I'm really trying to think of like... You know what? There was a band I discovered years ago that they were on a tour with us. They were opening. There's a band from Oklahoma called Taddy Porter. It's just a rock band, man. Just good old rock music. Timeless. And they probably blew me away more than any like band I had never seen before live. They were just awesome. I've listened to everything 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor can do no wrong by me. I haven't really got into Volbeat either. I need to check out more of their stuff. I'm a big Ernie Ball fan, FV. Logan, the funny thing is, while Johnny Cash is considered country, like by nowadays standards, it's so different. Like modern country is so different than old school country now. Stanley Cup prediction? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Really don't. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some interviews with band members from Nashville. Some good healthy habits I have. Well, before this pandemic, I was a big fan of the gym. I'd go to the gym 2 hours every day of the week. I loved it. Over this pandemic, I've gained like 30 pounds because I haven't gone to a gym. If I was a single dude still and I was living by myself, I might still risk it. But because Claire's pregnant and stuff like that, like I'm not going out. My best habit is I actually like take my vitamins every day. I'm getting better with drinking water. I used to be we're really bad at drinking water. Joseph, I was not a huge fan of the Chop Suey cover that August Burns Red put out. I don't know what it was. I like August Burns Red. I just didn't like the Chop Suey cover. I think the Johnny Cash version of Hurt is the ultimate version of that song. Even Trent Reznor said after Johnny Cash covered it, he's like, yeah, that's his song now. It's an amazing song. Yeah, Tenacious D is great. That's why when everybody's like, you should listen to Roadie by Tenacious D, I was like, you think I haven't heard that? Peachy, the Coyotes are not going to win a cup this year. Scott, I agree, man. So One of the assistant coaches on the Blues is a friend of mine, and I was excited for him to be in town when they play the Preds, and now they're not even playing each other, so I can't see him this year. What is a good song to start with for Nightwish? I mean, I would say any of them, but my favorite Nightwish song, personally, is I Want My Tears Back. Yeah, man, I listened to Trivium years ago when I was in high school for a couple albums, and then I haven't really listened to him since. I don't think I've listened to anything from Trivium since like 2007. I should. Oh, the new album? Dude, I've only heard Noise and I thought it was great, but a lot of people say Harvest or Tribal. What band have I reacted to that I was surprised the most that I liked was probably Nightwish, because like I had said before, I had friends that told me that Nightwish was just like another Evanescence. And if you watch that Ghost Love Score reaction, like I tried, man. I think I was actively trying not to be impressed. And I was just, never would have guessed 25 weeks ago when I started listening to them, they'd become one of my favorite bands ever. My favorite band ever. I love Nightwish now. Everdream's a great Nightwish song. Yeah, Trivium, when I was listening to Trivium, it was, I think the song was called, no, hold on. I'm gonna look it up, because I'm curious. Dying in Your Arms, I think, was the name of the song. Yeah, Dying in Your Arms was, I think, the first Trivium song I heard, and I was like, this is sick. My favorite band currently is Nightwish. Not even gonna lie. And then after that, it's In Flames and Nine Inch Nails are my all-time favorites. Now, here's the interesting thing about favorite bands is that there are all-time favorite bands, and then my favorite bands change all the time because there's different stuff I listen to all the time. So it's like lately as well, like I've been listening to a ton of Nightwish, a ton of Sabaton, a lot of Winter Sun, Orbit Culture, Ginger, Shadow of Intent. There's a lot of, every time I discover something new on this channel, every time I get in my car, I like to listen to stuff in my car and check it out. I need to check out Trivium's. It's snowing, Brad? Hell yeah. I miss snow. Man, Muse is one of those bands that I really, really, really respect and appreciate their talent. I just never got into them. It's kind of like the Dave Matthews Band. Unreal musicians, they're so good. I never got into their music. I know who In This Moment is. I've never taken the time to listen to him. Oh yeah, At the Gates, come on. In Flames, At the Gates, Soilwork, Dark Tranquility, those were like high school staples for me. I liked Dream Theater at a certain point in time, Andrew. Train of Thought was the album that got me into them in like the early 2000s. But sometimes their music just gets a little too like out there for me in terms of like, it's too wanky. Like, it's like, I get it. You guys can shred. You guys are stupid, good, talented musicians. But sometimes I just don't want to hear, like, I would rather hear a good song than just nonstop shredding. But that's just me personally. Like, I'm not taking anything away from them. They're fantastic. My favorite board game? I like Scrabble. I also like Trivial Pursuit. I love Rush. My thoughts about Rush are that I love Rush. Yeah, there are tons of bands that like, I respect their musical talent and stuff. I just don't necessarily love their music. Chill music? Actually, believe it or not, I do like a lot of like R&B and stuff like that. I don't listen to a ton, but like Claire and I can get into a lot of stuff like I don't know, just like it's R&B, hip hop, soul, stuff like that. The other night we were on the couch just watching live videos of Aloe Black performing. It was awesome. Yeah, I love Soulfly, Sean. Dude, Primitive in high school for me, that was probably like one of the most played albums. Scar, hopefully I said that right. Thank you very much, man. Guilty pleasure song? I don't know, and here's the thing, and this is probably going to sound pretentious. I don't really believe in guilty pleasures, because if you like something, you like something. Whatever. I guess Nickelback is something that some people consider a guilty pleasure. I love Nickelback. Oh, Fear Factory is also one of my favorites of all time. They were the first like metal CD I bought with my own money. I got Demanufacture. I have not listened to Ghost yet. And the only reason being is because I had a friend that was so obsessed with Ghost that they just talked about them all the time and how good they were, and it was just really annoying, and I'm like, I'm not going to listen to this band. But I need to. I know I need to. Favorite Nine Inch Nails album? Probably The Downward Spiral. I also like With Teeth a lot. Yeah, I like funk and reggae and ska and stuff like that. I also like reggae and ska influenced bands. Like I like, you know, old school Zebrahead and you know, any of those bands that fit into that, like Less Than Jake and stuff like that. Dude, Jester Race by In Flames, fucking one of the best. Good question, Gutter Gods. What did Gutter Gods ask? I think I missed it. Oh, favorite Nine Inch Nails album. Okay. Sorry. I'm not doing too bad with the chat here, but if I miss any of your questions, I do apologize. There's a lot going on here. Could do Porcupine Tree. Yeah, Fear Factory was massive, man. Demanufacture. I liked Digimortal, but it wasn't like my favorite. I liked it a lot, but Demanufacture, Obsolete, and then like Archetype. Just, I wore those CDs out. Nickelback is hated because it just became the cool thing to do. Oh, Zachary, you saw Zebrahead with Rancid? That is sick. Thanks, Logan. Ooh, I love me some Cure, man. That's some good old school stuff I can get into. I liked Slash with Miles Kennedy singing. Fun fact about Miles Kennedy, for those of you, I found out, I thought everybody knew this, a lot of people don't. But really quick before that, Skylar, absolutely, Static X was one of my favorites in high school. I had a Static X t-shirt from the Machine album that I wore to school like 2 or 3 times a week. Miles Kennedy, by the way, was in the movie Rockstar. He's at the very end of the movie. He's the kid that Mark Wahlberg pulls on stage to replace him in the band. So at the end of the movie, when the kid in the crowd is like, stand up and shout, that's Miles Kennedy. So the first time I ever saw Miles Kennedy at a show, like backstage, we were doing a show with Alter Bridge, I was like, oh shit, that's the fucking stand up and shout dude. And I found out he gets that all the time, apparently. Peachy, I'm sorry. No, Nickelback is a rock band that writes country songs. They're relatable, they're storytelling, they're catchy. I've heard a couple Baby Metal songs before my reactions. I heard Gimme Chocolate, and then, oh, I can't remember how to pronounce it. I think it begins with an M. It's one of their earlier videos, and I actually did like it. I like 3 Days Grace. I really do. I wouldn't say they're one of my favorite bands, Anna, but I do like them. I actually saw 3 Days Grace open for Disturbed in Nashville like a year and a half ago, and I thought they put on a better show energy-wise than Disturbed. They didn't sound better. Their sound wasn't awesome, but... And it took me a while to get into new 3 Days Grace with the new singer, but I do really enjoy it now. Oh, dude, Cell Dweller? Are you kidding me? Dude, I have used Cell Dweller in so many intros and outros in my videos. I love everything Clayton does. The guy is amazing. Diana Bastet. I have not heard of her. I have not listened to Pretty Maids. Is it Forlin? Aylin? Felix? I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. Oh, I love Duran Duran too. Yeah, Megatsoon, Armand. I think that's it. Ooh, Candy Rock, that is a hard question. Musicianship is usually what I go for. Like, I've said this many times, Nightwish for me, the vocalists are an added bonus. It's the music. Actually, you could probably say it's storytelling through the music. Tomas's composition of music and the way he arranges things are what gets me about that band. The vocals are an added bonus. I like the music. When I listen to reactions for the first time, I'm focused on the music and like the melodies and stuff. Like I look at the lyrics and stuff after. Favorite Bay Area thrash bands. Oh. I mean, old school Metallica, Testament. They're not a thrash band, but one of my favorite Bay Area bands right now is Fallujah. Just fucking brutal. Have I seen the drummer Yuna who does drum covers? I haven't. Sunny, it sounds the same. It's just slightly different vocals. Like the music's still pretty much the same. A metal belly dancer. Interesting. My first and latest tattoo. My first tattoo was the Tree of Life that I have on my forearm right here. That was my first tattoo when I was 18. My latest tattoo is I got Claire's initial tattooed on the inside of my ring finger right there. And out of all of the tattoos I have, that one hurt the most. And I have tattoos, you know, all up and down this arm and on my other arm. Like, that little tiny tattoo on my finger right there hurt more than anything I have. My favorite game from my streams the past months. I mean, I'm obsessed with Rocket League again. But, you know, I've been doing Cyberpunk. I'm a little burned out from Cyberpunk right now, so I'm kind of taking a break, but I'll get back to it. Man, Armin, that's another band that I listen to, man. Like, Love Bites. Oh, killer musicianship. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't like it. It didn't do anything for me. Ooh, I saw Guar in Milwaukee at the Eagles Club. Probably when I was like 21. The only time I've seen him live, but I like Guar a lot. Describe my personality in 3 words. I don't think I could do that. It's hard to describe yourself. I think you guys would probably be better at describing me than I could describe myself. Marbles is good. Oh, awesome. Great question. Jay Molnar, what venues did you see stuff in Chicago? So you saw Sabaton at the Vic, Concord, House of Blues. So venues that I grew up going to and playing at when I was in a band, I played a lot of these venues. The Metro in Chicago, one of my all-time favorites. Bottom Lounge, Beat Kitchen, the Vic, Congress Theater, House of Blues. Those were like my stomping grounds in Chicago. Favorite game system I've owned? We were just talking about this the other day. I think Sega Genesis was like my favorite gaming. Just, I loved the games when I was a kid and all that stuff. Oh, Deftones is probably in my top 5 favorite bands of all times, for sure. I love Deftones. Oh yeah, I've seen Buckethead. Yep, I've seen Buckethead in concert. Phenomenal. Must-see shows, Logan? Whew. I really depends, man. I mean, I think Nine Inch Nails is a must-see show. I mean, that production and sound and everything is great. Coolest thing I've seen a band do on stage. I don't know. I'm hit or miss with prog rock, Pamela. I'm either into it or I'm not. It depends. And Anna, yeah, I've been to Europe quite 3 or 4 times on tour, I think. But every time I was there, it was like UK and then some like mainland European countries. I've never done anything in any of the Nordic countries or anything like that. And I've never gone like far east into Europe. It's always been like Germany, Netherlands, France, Belgium. I think what else? Portugal, Spain, stuff like that. Bearded taco roadie. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to check out all the new Nightwish album before the live stream gig for sure. I know of BTS and Blackpink, but I have never listened. First concert was Elvis in utero. That's awesome. Ooh, I would have loved to have seen Nine Inch Nails in 1994. First time I saw Nine Inch Nails was 2006 on the With Teeth tour. Oh no, I love Zappa. I grew up on Frank Zappa, John. My dad loved that stuff. My dad and I listen to that a lot. Yeah, I've been to Glasgow a few times, man. I love it. I love Glasgow. Yeah, Concord is a good place. What's the difference between Canada and the Netherlands? About 6,000 miles. Ooh, Tommy, good question. What band originally got me into metal? How old am I? So I'm 34. I'm 33. I don't know why I said I'm 34. Chase is 34. I'm 33. I'm 33. I got into metal when I was about 7 or 8. I heard the soundtrack of the Mortal Kombat movie soundtrack, and it was like Napalm Death, Fear Factory, Typo Negative. That was my intro to metal. And then I bought the Demanufacture album from Fear Factory, and it blew me away. Joseph asked, consider doing Patreon requests once in a while. And thank you for the super chat. The reason I'm not going to do like paid reactions, I know a lot of people do that. The reason I don't do paid reactions is because I don't want one person ever dictating the content of my channel. I want everybody to be involved on it. That's why every now and then I'll do like polls on Patreon and let you guys choose what I'm going to do. But I don't ever want one person to be able to dictate my content. I know there's other reactors that charge like, hey, pay me $50 and I'll react to whatever you want. I'm never going to do that. One, I don't think I should be making money that way. It feels kind of cheap, because then at what point does it turn into, well, shit, I'll just react to paid reactions and just make money and then just not give a shit. I've seen reactors that do that now, man. I'm not going to name names. Some of you might know who I'm talking about, but there are reactors that like, they offer paid reactions and you can tell they're not even putting in effort anymore. They're just taking the money, doing a paid reaction, just sitting there and watching it, and they don't care at all. Not doing that. Most overrated band, in my opinion? I don't know. What do you think about that one, too? I have not seen Metallica live. I would like to. Yeah, I've done stadiums quite a few times, Lord knows. I've done Gillette Stadium, where the New England Patriots play. I've done two gigs there. I've done Ford Field in Detroit. I've done Cowboy Stadium a couple times. I've done the US Bank Stadium in Minnesota. There's a bunch of others, but the big thing about stadiums is that it's way more spread out. And I've done like Nissan here in Nashville. So much more spread out. There's so many, like there's so much walking and moving around involved. Other than that, it's like the same thing as an arena. You just pull your trucks in, you load everything, like stuff like that. But there's just so much more space, man. Like the difference between like an arena, like when I do arenas on my Fitbit, it says I walk like 25,000 steps a day. If we do a stadium, I'm doing at least 40,000. Yeah, this is the first time I've done Sunday morning coffee on YouTube in a while. Is there a good festival scene in the USA? In my opinion, I mean, yes, but it doesn't compare to Europe. Pamela, yeah, there's tons of female roadies. Some of the best people I've ever worked with were females on the road. If it were up to me, Wally, I like arenas. Because it's inside, the climate's usually controlled really good. There's space to move around, there's space to set up. I could do Hammerfall in the future. I'm familiar with a couple of Hammerfall songs that I've heard. So guys, I'm a little over an hour here, and this is usually just an hour long. So I'm going to get through the chat questions really quick, so kind of slow it down a little. And then after this, in about a half hour from now, I'm going to jump on Twitch, and we're going to stream some games. So if you want to jump over there and continue some conversations and watch me rage playing some video games, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/TankTheTech. TankTheTech is my handle on everything. So if you want to jump on Twitch, I'll probably be playing some Rocket League or something with like Frosty and Colty and Nathan and Chase and but let me get through. What do I prefer, the Prodigy or Pendulum? Oh, can I pick both? I love both of those bands. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say Prodigy, but I love Pendulum. So I would go see a band in an arena just for the production, but if I wanted a good intimate setting, I'd go to a club. Everybody's jumping on Twitch. Thank you, guys. Dude, preparing instruments for shows in bad weather is difficult because a lot of people don't realize the temperature changes when we're doing outdoor shows in like stadiums and festivals can really be difficult. There are times where like in an arena, I've been set up on the floor, which is on top of the ice in a hockey arena, so it's cold, and then on the stage it's hot. So taking a guitar from the floor where it's cold to the stage where it's hot will make the guitar fall flat and out of tune. So I actually have to tune the guitars sharper so that when I get them on stage, they go down a little. Would I rather do an outdoor show in intense heat or rain? The heat. And I've gotten heat stroke before, like legitimate. One of those things that everybody says they think they've got it until you really get it. It's brutal. I would never wish that on anybody. But I'd rather take the heat because the rain can damage shit way worse than the heat. Super Gimpo Man. Got it. We already have a name for our daughter. We're not telling anybody. We're not going to tell anybody until she's born. But what I will say is it is a Nordic name. Or of Nordic origin. Oh, dude, I got heat stroke in Arizona. Shout out Peachy. Mesa, Arizona. It was 120 degrees on stage when we did our show at 8 p.m. And then moving around and then loading a truck and all that stuff. Right after the show, I just dropped. I will say it is not Freya. It is not Floor. It is not Freya. It's nothing related to any reactions or music or anything like that. It's just it's a pretty name that we liked. Valhalla. Yeah, Arizona's brutal, man. In the summers, whew. It is not Bjork. High heat or heavy snow? High heat. Anything with precipitation or any kind of condensation, I don't want it when working on gear. So guys, thank you very, very, very much for being here. I'm going to jump off for like, I don't know, 25 minutes so I can kind of recuperate here. And then I'm going to jump over on Twitch and we'll do some streaming because I need to do that more because that's really fun. But from now on, all these Sunday morning coffee streams are going to be here on YouTube. And it is going to be a Q&A like this. We're just going to sit and talk. I may do some, live reactions again in the future, and just a reminder too, my upload schedule has changed. I'm not doing Wednesdays anymore. Wednesday is going to be my day off. I may do a live stream or something, but Wednesdays moved to Saturday. So we're going to have reactions on Monday and Tuesday, day off for me on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. And until further notice, Saturdays are Sabaton Saturdays. And then I'm going to try and stream on Twitch more and stuff like that. And I appreciate all you guys, man. This is a blast. I love doing this. Thank you for everybody that's here. Thank you for everybody that's dropped super chats. Totally unnecessary, but it helps a lot, and I do appreciate it. If you're a Patreon member, thank you. Again, not necessary, but it does help, and I appreciate it. And you guys make sure, if you're not on Twitch, you can jump over there, twitch.tv/TankTheTech. I'll be on there later. You don't need to sign up to check it out, I don't think. But to chat and stuff you do. Yeah, and I'll be back soon, man. We're going to be doing more and more reactions. I will say, once our daughter's born, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more live streams. Because it's going to be time. I'm going to be running out of time, so. Sean, 118 degrees outdoor playing. Brutal. So guys, I'm going to take like a 20-minute break and then I'll jump over on Twitch here in a little bit. And we'll probably just play some games and hang out. So I appreciate every single one of you that's on here. Thank you guys. These are fun Sunday mornings. I love this. And yeah, man, have a great rest of the day if I don't see you on Twitch, but I will be on Twitch soon. So thank you for being here once again. I love you guys and I will see you on Twitch very soon.